Denver. Don't make me report you.
Real mature, you two. Cut it out.
Guys, too much. Calm down, please. A little bit more quiet. Thank you. Come on in. Quiet down, please. All right, good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Prescott.
All right, thank you. I'd like you to welcome a new student. This is Lydia Moore, and she's new to our city, and you know what that's like. It can be daunting. So I'd like you to go out of your way to make Lydia feel welcome today. Lydia, if you want to find a seat, and let's all welcome Lydia. Okay, class. Today I'd like to talk to you about two of my favorite verses, and I've written them up on the board for us to have a look at. The first one is Matthew 5:44, and it says, "But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those that persecute you." My other favorite is Luke 10:27. It says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your strength, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Now, these two verses have a couple of things in common. Can you maybe share what those commonalities are? Thank you, Rex.
They tell us to respect both our friends and enemies.
Very good. Yeah, that's right. As you can see from our verses, that Jesus calls us to treat everybody with kindness. Doesn't matter who we are, where we're from. We're to love, accept, and welcome everybody, whether they are our neighbor, whether they're our family, or even if they're our enemy, as our first verse said. Sometimes as humans we find this very difficult, but this is our calling that we've been given, to love God firstly and to love others no matter who they are. So I love these verses, and I hope that you can live by these verses, right? So because these verses mean so much to me, and I know that they can help you in your life, I'd like each of us to take some time to do some writing about it.
Denver Adams and Jeremy Pitt. They're on the school's track team. They're the two best athletes in school.
Still, that gives them no reason to treat anyone like that.
Well, from the way you handled things earlier, they'll think twice about messing with you. I'm Benjamin Bartlett, but you can call me Ben.
Lydia.
So, how long have you been an artist?
How'd you know I was an artist?
You have graphite smudges on the tips of your fingers and side of your hand, probably from blending the pencil marks and sliding your hand against the paper. You used a sketching pencil instead of a regular pencil to take notes in class, and I see what looks like a signature on the bottom of the paper sticking out of your notebook.
Do you do that a lot?
Yeah, sometimes. Sorry, that was weird.
I guess a little, but it was kind of cool. I forgot to pack a lunch today, but I heard there's a canteen on campus.
Yeah, the hot chocolate's pretty good.
Do you want to meet there for lunch?
Sure.
Cool.
Good afternoon, Autumn Academy. This month of October is looking to be a pretty exciting month. Elaine Samuels, Autumn's resident artist, is set to reveal her newest art project next Friday. And in more recent news, our Autumn Academy track and field team has just received word that they have qualified to go to nationals. We now take you to Anna McAllister with more information.
Thanks, Colton. I'm standing here with Autumn Academy's track and field team captain, Jeremy Pitt. So, Jeremy, how are you taking all this exciting news?
Well, I'm excited that our team is the first team to go to nationals, and I think our team has been working really hard, and I'm excited to go to nationals to take home gold.
You heard it here. Autumn Academy's track team is going to win big at the nationals at the end of the month. Back to you, Colton.
Thanks, Anna. And remember, students, a ceremony to honor our track and field students before they go off to nationals will be held Friday, October 26th at 7 p.m. Let's show our support for the Autumn Academy Maples.
Thanks. So, to answer your question from before, I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. This year I'm working on calligraphy.
Sounds cool.
Speaking of cool, how did you do that thing earlier? You know, when you guessed I was an artist?
I just notice things. Tiny details.
Could you do it again?
Probably. I'm never wrong.
Really? Never?
My gut hasn't steered me wrong yet.
What can you tell me about that guy?
He's expecting someone. He keeps glancing down at his watch. By the way he's grinding his teeth and tapping his heel, it seems like whoever he's waiting for is late. He's reading a textbook, probably math, considering the calculator on the table. But I don't think he's doing homework. His pencil isn't in his hand, and the calculator is facing away from him, like it's meant for whoever he's waiting for. He's a math tutor.
Whoa. What about the girl a few tables down? The one on my side?
She's nervous.
She doesn't look nervous.
Her cup is clearly empty, but she's still sipping from it because she thinks it looks natural. Her legs are crossed, she's slightly hunched over, and she doesn't keep her hot chocolate hand far away from her mouth. People tend to shrink and take up less space when they're uncomfortable.
Why is she nervous?
I see ketchup on her food, but not on the table. What's in her other hand? The one under the table.
A ketchup packet.
Her eyes keep darting down, like she notices something, but doesn't want to draw attention to it. I think she spilled ketchup on her friend's shoe and is afraid to tell her.
Whoa, that's incredible. You're like a detective. No, seriously, you have a gift, Ben. Have you ever used it to help anyone?
I don't exactly see how I could.
I don't know. Lost homework, missing phone charger. It's little things, but it's still helpful.
I like to help people where I can, but this gift you say I have just weirds people out. I'd rather keep my distance.
I think you should go for it. With your skill set, you could really help people.
I don't know, Lydia.
Come on, Ben. We could be like Sherlock and Watson. How awesome would that be? This is a good thing. Trust me.
Fine, we'll try it, but just for a little bit.
What are you working on? Oh, I'm just thinking of some poster ideas for a project I'm doing.
Can I take a look?
Sure.
Whoa, those are really good.
Thanks. I'm Lydia.
Right, the new girl. I'm Elaine. So how are you finding the school so far?
Everyone here's been great to me since I got here.
Sorry to interrupt. Hi, Elaine. Charlotte was wondering how the mural was coming along. We're all looking forward to unveiling next week.
I should have it done by next Thursday, but I'll probably do some last-minute touches the morning of.
Excellent. I don't recognize you. You're new here?
I'm guilty.
Well, on behalf of Autumn Academy Student Council, welcome here. Here's the bookmark courtesy of our Student Council president.
She seems, nice.
Yeah, that was Naomi Lawrence, student body vice president. Nice usually comes with the job.
She was talking to you about a mural?
Yeah, I've been working on one for student council for a few weeks now. It's being unveiled next Friday. You should come.
Sure, I'll be there. You know what I was thinking?
That we need an office for this detective thing?
How'd you know?
Well, you're holding the school map that they give out to new students on their first day, and it looks like you've highlighted possible locations.
I guess that one was a little obvious.
Not the library. Or the multi-purpose room. Too many people going in and out.
But we can't keep on having our meetings in the canteen.
I think I know a place.
So, what is this room used for?
Piano lessons. But those were moved to the west hallways after renovations last year. Now it's just a quiet room.
And we can use it?
Yeah, there isn't much traffic going in and out, and the door is always unlocked.
Well, I guess our open door policy is built right in. This should work.
We're still missing something kind of important. A case.
It's only a matter of time. I've been working on some posters that we could hang up around the school. I have a really good feeling about this.
Students of Autumn Academy, will you please give a warm welcome to your student body president, Charlotte St. Germain.
Good afternoon, students. A few weeks ago, at the beginning of the school year, I tasked Elaine Samuels to create a mural that showcased the many aspects of our school that we should be proud of, ranging from our various academic achievements to our athletic programs. After weeks of hard work, Elaine has completed the mural. Without further delay, I present to you the colors of autumn. This wasn't me!
We have an 1118 on our hands. I repeat, an 1118. Vandalism of school property. When's the last time you read the handbook?
Breaking news comes to us from the South Hallway this afternoon.
Just over 2 hours ago, Student Council's newest mural, created by Eileen Samuels, was vandalized, covered in black paint.
The vandalism was seen by all who attended the unveiling, and it is believed that the paint used to destroy the mural came from the art room, as there is a bottle of black paint unaccounted for.
The crowd was so surprised. It was like an explosion of black paint.
I don't know how no one saw this happen.
Why would anyone want to do this to Elaine? She's so sweet.
I don't see what all the fuss is about. Can't you just make a new one?
What are your thoughts on the vandalism of your mural? Do you know who did it?
Elaine and I and the rest of the student council are distraught with the news of the vandalism. We are well aware of how much work went into this project, and I personally hope that whoever is responsible will be met with justice.
Senior hall monitor Neil Hoffman held a small press conference about an hour ago, just after the vandalism, to ease the minds of concerned students.
At this time, we do not have any suspects. However, myself, the other hall monitors, and the Autumn Academy staff are looking into the incident. Starting with the security camera footage, once we have gained access, I assure you that an act of such disregard for school property will not go unpunished. We hope to release an official statement about the incident this coming Monday morning.
I found these in the garbage. Someone on student council keeps on tearing down our posters to leave more room for Charlotte's.
Lydia, it's been a week since we started this thing, and we haven't had a single case. Maybe we should just call it quits.
I thought you said you wanted to help people.
I do, but if no one wants help, there isn't much we can do.
We just need to give it more time. I can make more posters.
Which will just get thrown back in the trash again. You have to face the facts, Lydia. No one wants my help.
Are you guys still doing this detective thing?
What's wrong?
You didn't hear? After school on Friday, the teacher searched my backpack and found a bottle of paint. The same paint that was used to destroy the mural.
Hold on, you destroyed the mural?
No! That's why I'm here. Someone set me up. I don't know who or why, but someone wants it to look like I did this.
What about the security cameras? They're in every hallway. If you really didn't do it, then wouldn't they have recorded who did?
Apparently the cameras in the south hallway were down between 7:30 and 8 a.m. the day of the vandalism.
Me and the culprit knew about the cameras and destroyed the mural during that time.
But it wasn't me. I was doing homework in the computer lab. I went to the south hallway to grab my stuff. But that's it. Track and field nationals are this weekend. They're even having a ceremony to send off the team.
But you got kicked off the team. Now you can't go to nationals.
Unless you can prove that I didn't destroy the mural before the athletic ceremony this Friday.
Why should we help you?
Lydia?
No, seriously, why? I've seen the way you and the rest of the track team treat Ben. You don't deserve his help.
Ben, I know I've never been a friend to you, but not even my friends believe me. I have no one else to help me.
Mr. Prescott taught us to be kind to everyone, no matter who they are. You've never done that for me. But I'll do it for you.
You'll help me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Thank you, Ben. I gotta get to class, but thank you.
Are you sure about this? About him?
We signed up to help people, remember? And at this rate, we can't really afford to be picky.
So, what's next?
I guess we better get a good look at the crime scene before they clean it up. Can you be at school tomorrow morning at around 7:30?
Sure, I'll be here. Looks to me like we have our first case. Oh, and told you so.
Where do you think you're going?
Sorry, Neil. She's new here. Lydia, you have to sign in if you come to school before 8 a.m.
Oh, sorry.
New, huh? I'm Neil Hoffman, senior hall monitor.
Nice to meet you.
What brings you to school this early?
Since when did you need to know what we were doing?
Well, since somebody decided to vandalize the mural, I'm not leaving anything to chance.
We just wanted to look at the mural, just to take some pictures.
Yeah, so do a lot of people.
It's for the school yearbook. I'm thinking about joining the team this year, and I needed some pictures.
The south hallway is off limits without supervision.
But can't you go back there?
Yeah, but only to bring unattended items to the lost and found. Rule 5 in section 4.3 of the Hall Monitor's Handbook. Any item left unattended in the hallway before 8 a.m. must immediately be brought to the lost and found.
Do you think we could tag along? We'd have home monitor supervision.
I suppose I wouldn't be breaking any rules, but I'm only giving you 5 minutes.
Lydia. Check this out. These are the names of all the people that were at school the morning of the vandalism. And check out the times they signed in.
They were all here during the time the mural was destroyed.
Looks like we have our suspects.
Are you two coming or not?
What do you see?
The culprit was clever to use paint in the squeeze bottles. No paintbrushes to clean up afterwards. How many bottles of paint were in Jeremy's backpack?
1. Why?
There's a few tiny splotches of neon pink paint over here. Like it was the last bit of paint in the bottle. This is the only place on the mural that this color is used.
So the culprit used 2 bottles of paint?
It looks like it. But the question is, where's the other bottle?
All right, time's up.
Can we just have a few more minutes?
No way. It's bad enough I wasn't at my post the day of the vandalism. I knew exactly when I had to be the most cautious, and I still failed.
Wait, what?
What?
You said you knew when you needed to be the most cautious. What does that mean? Neil, are you saying you knew when the cameras would be down?
Yeah, I knew.
How could you have known? No student should have known until after the vandalism.
It was an accident.
An accident?
About a week before the vandalism, Technicians had just finished assessing the security cameras. As senior hall monitor, I was tasked with carrying their assessments to the office. But on my way there, I dropped the reports. I accidentally read the scheduled maintenance times when I was scrambling to pick up the papers. But no one else was in the hallway at the time, and I never told anyone what I saw.
But if you were the only one who knew the maintenance times, how do we know that you didn't destroy the mural?
I would never commit an 1118, or any crime for that matter. Besides, I was in and out of the south hallway, just dropping some things off the lost and found. But for reasons I'm not exactly proud of, I was out of the building for the last 10 minutes before the cameras came back on.
Hey Neil, for the billionth time, stop moving my stuff.
I wouldn't have to if you just followed the handbook.
It's not a mystery why you don't have any friends.
Says one who has a track record for ditching them. How's Jeremy, by the way? Or even...
I'm serious, Hoffman. Paws off.
This is such a thankless job.
Based on what we found yesterday morning, there were 6 other students at the school at the time the cameras went out.
We talked to Neil Hoffman already, so that just leaves 5 students.
Denver Adams, Elaine Samuels, Rexendek Simmons, and Charlotte St. Germain.
Wait, why is Elaine up there? It's her mural that got destroyed.
Until we figure this out, everyone who was in the building at the time is a suspect, even her.
Elaine's in my class.
And Denver should be finishing up his track practice soon. I'll go try and talk to him before he heads off to class.
What should I do?
I would just lay low for now, but we'll keep you posted once we get more information.
Sounds good.
I should probably get going too. Classes start soon.
Let's meet at the canteen at the end of the day. I'll let Jeremy know.
Okay, see you then.
Let's see what you're hiding.
What do you want, Bartlett?
I just want to ask a few questions about the mural.
Aren't you tired of playing detective?
Aren't you the team captain now that Jeremy's gone?
Yeah, what about it?
It's just a little convenient, you know. You get to be team captain and go to nationals without your biggest competition.
What, you think I did it? You think I framed Jeremy?
You were one of the few people who was there at the building that morning, and everyone knows Jeremy's the better athlete.
If I answer your dumb questions, will you leave me alone?
I just want the truth.
I came inside the building after I finished track practice. Jeremy was with me. We headed to the locker room to change into our school clothes. But before going in, Jeremy and I left some of our stuff outside the door, so we wouldn't have to carry so much in. Of course, when we walk out of the locker room, our stuff is gone. Why? Because that annoying hall monitor, Neil Hoffman, moved our stuff to the lost and found, like he did every morning after practice. I was about to head to the lost and found when I saw Hoffman walking back from the south hallway. When he saw me, he panicked like a little baby and ran outside, and I chased him down. I couldn't have destroyed the mural because I was nowhere near it.
And Jeremy?
He stayed inside. I didn't see him again that day until the unveiling.
Can anyone back that up?
Hey, genius! The cameras in the north hallway were working the whole day. It'll prove that I didn't go into the south hallway.
So you think Jeremy did it after all?
Even if he didn't, I wouldn't frame him. Jeremy's my friend. But you wouldn't know a lot about friends, now would you?
You say Jeremy's your friend, but I haven't seen you with him since the unveiling. It's like you're avoiding him.
Get off my back, Bartlett. Unlike you, I have things to do that are actually important.
Hey, Elaine, I was just about to look for you. I didn't see you in art class this morning.
Yeah, the principal wanted to talk to me about the whole mural thing. Yearbooks?
Yeah, I wanted to take a look at a few of them. I thought they might help me get to know the school a bit better. How are you feeling?
I've been better.
I'm really sorry about what happened to your mural.
5 weeks of work, and now I have to start from scratch. And I still don't even know who really did it.
What about Jeremy?
I barely even speak to Jeremy. Sure, he's obnoxious sometimes, but I don't see why he has a reason to destroy my mural. Besides, I didn't see anyone in the south hallway that day.
I got to school around 7 a.m., like I did every day since I started working on the mural. Since then, I've had an arrangement with the school where I'm given a key when I arrive in the morning, so I can take my supplies from the art room. Neil holds on to it for me until I sign it. After grabbing my paints, I headed straight to the mural to make the finishing touches. When I finished painting, I packed up my supplies and headed to the art room to put them away. After that, I dropped my key off in the office and headed outside, where I stayed until the bell rang to start the school day. I finished all my work in the South Hall before the cameras even turned off. Plus, I was behind the curtains the whole time. Anyone could have walked behind me and I wouldn't have been able to see them.
So, if you didn't have any suspects at the time, how did the teachers know to search Jeremy's backpack for the paint?
Because Charlotte St. Germain told them to.
Why would she do that?
She has eyes and ears around the whole school. Maybe she knows something we don't. Sorry, I forgot my sketching pencils in my locker. But I appreciate you checking in on me.
Yeah, no problem.
So, what do you have so far?
Well, Denver said he never went to the South Hallway. He said he chased Neil Hoffman out the northeast doors.
It's possible. I started walking to the computer lab before I saw which direction they went.
That would explain why Neil wasn't in the building at the time of the vandalism.
So, what did Elaine say?
She doesn't think you did it.
Really?
Yeah, she says she doesn't think you had a reason to destroy her mural.
But I thought Elaine was the one who told the teachers.
Elaine didn't tell the teachers anything. Charlotte did.
Charlotte?
Apparently, but why would Charlotte be so quick to blame you?
Jeremy and Charlotte aren't exactly the best of friends.
Since last year, she's been scared that I'll run for student body president.
But with a bad rep, it's almost impossible for you to win an election if you decided to run.
So, who's left to talk to?
Just Charlotte and the Simmons brothers.
We'll talk to them tomorrow.
I'm coming with you.
Is that the best idea?
It could be. Our suspects might have a harder time lying if Jeremy's around.
And I have a few words for Charlotte St. Germain.
I don't know how I'll ever be able to drink anything but this hot chocolate.
I told you it was good.
Did you get one for Jeremy?
I was going to, but it would have been cold by the time we met up with him to talk to Charlotte. He has his attention until 8:30 every morning.
For how much longer?
Another month at least.
I almost forgot how much he's counting on us to figure this out.
You don't have to remind me. Couldn't sleep at all last night just thinking about how much could go wrong today.
You're doing great so far.
I guess I'm just not used to being relied on like this.
You're not scared, are you? Well, there's no turning back now. Just trust your gut like you always do. You'll be okay. Great, we could use your help, you two.
Lisa,
Lydia.
could you and Benjamin please take these posters and hang them in the East Wing?
We're not here to hang up your posters.
We need to talk about what you were doing the morning the mural was destroyed.
Jeremy.
Charlotte. Didn't you hear? Jeremy here is the one who defaced the mural. Charlotte had nothing to do with it.
Well, if she thinks I did it, she will have no problem telling us what she was doing that morning.
Well, if you must know, I was here in the multi-purpose room working on my speech for the athletics ceremony.
This room is in the no camera zone, not that far from the mural.
Was there anyone with you who can confirm you were here?
No.
That's a little suspicious, don't you think? In the no camera zone, early in the morning, unsupervised, no one to back up your story.
Charlotte is the most credible student at the school. If she said she was here, then she was here.
Tell us the truth, Charlotte.
She did.
No, she didn't. She's too much of a stickler for the rules. No way she'd be in here unsupervised, meaning a teacher was with her.
But why wouldn't she just tell us she was with a teacher? It's better than telling us she was by herself.
Unless she was being supervised for a different reason. A reason she didn't want anyone to know. Lydia, what day of the week was the mural destroyed?
Friday.
Friday, the same day of the week that Mrs. Smith comes in bright and early to supervise morning detention.
You were in detention?
You were in detention?
You were in detention?
Yes, okay? I was in detention. Are you happy now?
Sorry, that's not funny, but detention? What did you do?
It wasn't that big of a deal. I was in my English class the day before the vandalism. With my re-election campaign and my ceremony speech, I was under just a little bit more stress than I'm used to. I was trying to do some extra creative writing homework to calm my nerves, but I couldn't concentrate because the kid next to me kept clicking his pen. I tried to tune it out, but the sound of that pen, I couldn't get it out of my head. I don't know what came over me, but eventually I just snapped. Detention is offered at 2 times on any given school day.
And you chose the 7:30 option, hoping no one would see you.
In that way, you keep your perfect image.
An image I've worked hard to keep. If other students found out I got detention, my approval ratings could drop drastically.
Elaine told us that you were the one who told the teachers that Jeremy was the one who was behind all of this.
With good reason. I've seen him take paints from the art room before without permission to paint banners for his track meets.
That argument's pretty weak. I always return the paints after I use them.
And you still were the first one to point fingers, Charlotte.
Jeremy thinks you framed him so you wouldn't have competition if he chose to run against you.
Oh, please. Like I'm intimidated by Jeremy Pitt.
And Charlotte would never stoop to sabotage to win an election.
Naomi and I are quite busy, and you've wasted enough of our time already.
Don't worry, we were just leaving.
And just so you know, I've managed to keep my detention a secret so far, and I'd like for it to stay that way.
Anything for you, Madam President.
Rex, Dex.
Right, they're identical twins.
Yup.
Which one wears which again?
Rex wears red, Dex wears blue.
Can we help you?
We sure hope so.
We want to know what you were doing at school the morning of the vandalism.
We know you were here. Your name was on the sign-in sheet.
It's no secret we were here. Quite a few others were too. Yeah, Neil, Charlotte, Denver, Elaine, and you, of course. Yeah, you certainly left your mark that morning.
I didn't destroy Elaine's mural. Someone set me up.
Are you that desperate to avoid responsibility for this? What reason do we have for framing Jeremy anyway?
I've seen Jeremy and the other athletes pick on you before.
Who don't the athletes pick on, Ben? They pick on you too. You're gonna need to do better than that.
Can you please just tell us what you were doing that morning?
Rex and I were working on the media for the upcoming athletic ceremony.
Media?
Yes, Jeremy, media, graphics, lights, and sound. This isn't really that advanced. Please keep up.
Just finish your story so that we can get out of here.
Rex and I arrived at the school around 7:15. Once we signed ourselves in, we headed to the control room. The entrance was under complete surveillance by the camera in that hallway. Mr. Barber, the head of media at school, was expecting us. We worked all morning, fully supervised.
Can you guys access the security feed from the working hallway cameras so that we can make sure your stories line up?
As well as the stories of the others we interrogated.
Of course, easy stuff, but if you're expecting to see the feed now, you're out of luck. It's gonna take a few hours. But what's in it for us?
Seriously?
Why should we do anything for Jeremy? Like you said, Ben, he never exactly treated us well.
Well, then don't do it for him. Do it for me. I made a promise I have to keep.
Fine, we'll let you know when you have it.
Thanks.
Jerks.
How is it possible that all of them have alibis?
One of them has to be lying.
I really didn't think this would be that hard. Maybe I really should have joined the yearbook club.
Once Rex and Dex get the security footage, we should be able to figure this out before the ceremony tomorrow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just thinking about something.
What?
It's just something I noticed. Besides me, you don't really talk much to anyone else. Who were your friends before I came here?
I was never really big on the whole friend thing.
Why not? You seem nice enough.
I guess I just found it easier to be by myself. I don't have to worry about what people think of me or my gifts.
I don't think you give people enough credit. They might appreciate you more if you put more trust into them.
People lie, Lydia. I see it all the time. But my gut always tells the truth. I just found it smarter to trust my gut more than I trust other people.
Do you still believe that?
In a way, I guess. But I trust you.
Ben,
There's something I have to
I never did thank you for convincing me to do this. I never would have gotten this far without you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to get home really quick today. But I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, what about the security?
Took you long enough.
I was just down the hall. Never mind. Have you watched it yet?
No, we didn't want you to think we tampered with any of the footage.
Okay then, let's watch.
All right, we've acquired all the footage between 7 and 8 a.m. on the day of the vandalism. And because the northeast entrance was the only unlocked entrance at the time of the vandalism, we only needed to focus on the cameras in the north and east hallways.
That's Neil and Elaine. Okay, fast forward. That's you guys.
Thanks, Ben. For a second there, we almost forgot what we looked like.
Just keep going forward. There's Charlotte. That's Jeremy and Denver coming in from track practice. And that's Neil hauling their stuff to the lost and found. Denver and Neil's stories check out too.
Then we've seen everyone on the sign-in sheet. There's 10 minutes left. Should I just fast forward to the end?
May as well. Wait, go back. Stop it right there.
Is that Lydia?
She was at the school the morning the mural was destroyed.
Ben? Ben, what are you doing? You can't just barge into people's houses like this. What are you doing?
question is, where's the other bottle? I suspected it, you know. Anytime anyone mentioned the security feed, you'd squirm or avoid eye contact.
You're wrong.
The facts are there. I just ignored them because my gut told me I could trust you. But I guess my gut was wrong.
I'm sorry. Please let me explain.
There's nothing to explain, Lydia. You have to turn yourself in.
Well, if you're so sure I did it, then why don't you just turn me in yourself?
I'm not getting any more involved in your mess. You have to own up to this yourself. But if you don't, anything that happens to Jeremy will be your fault.
I'm not going to confess to something I didn't do.
Well, if you're too proud to confess, and I'm not going to turn you in, then I guess we're done here.
Happy Friday, Autumn Academy. Time's up. The athletic ceremony is tonight at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Be there as we honor Captain Denver Adams and the rest of the track team before they head off to nationals Saturday afternoon. Go Maples!
I've been trying to track you down since school ended yesterday. The athletic ceremony is tonight. Who framed me?
I don't know.
What? You said you could figure this out. I can't go to nationals if you don't know.
Everyone had an alibi that I could fact check. Everyone except you.
Are you kidding me? I told you I was doing homework in the computer lab.
But not before going to the south hallway alone. No one can back up your story.
You promised me you fix this. There has to be something you missed. Anything. Maybe you're not looking hard enough.
I checked everything. There's no other evidence. It is what it is.
Please, Ben, believe me. I didn't destroy the mural. You have to trust me.
I can't trust anyone.
Then you don't know me as well as you think you do. You're just like everyone else. It's easier to turn your back on me when I'm in trouble than it is to stick around and help.
Do you know why those verses are my favorite?
Why?
Well, they don't just tell us to love, but they show us how to love. Understanding our enemies is the key to loving them.
What if there's nothing to understand? What if even they know what they did was wrong?
Everyone has a reason for doing what they do, right or wrong. Sometimes the best thing to do is to hear what they have to say.
I don't have to hear people out if the facts tell me everything I need to know. The facts don't lie. People do. Even friends.
If you really trust in someone, you have to have faith in them. Sometimes you just have to trust your gut.
What were you doing at school that morning?
I thought you already knew.
I thought I did too, but when I had the chance to turn you in, I didn't. For once, the facts in my gut didn't line up, and I trusted the facts when I should have trusted you. Friends are supposed to understand each other. I didn't even try and do that. I should have heard you out, but I'm here to listen now.
I was grabbing my sketchbook that morning. I got to school about 5 minutes to 8 a.m. I didn't know there was a sign-in binder and there wasn't a hall monitor to guide me, so I headed straight to the south hallway. When I got to the art room, I thought I need to find a teacher to unlock the door, but it was already open. I dropped my backpack outside the door and went in to grab my sketchbook. I came out a couple of minutes later, grabbed my backpack, and headed outside to sketch. I found the second bottle of paint in my backpack this past Monday morning. I figured I'd accidentally packed it in there after art class on Friday, and I planned to return it to the art room later that day. That is, until Jeremy told us about the paint he found in his backpack. And then, when I saw that the paint splotches you found on the mural matched the paint I found in my backpack. That's when I realized someone might be framing me, too.
Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me?
The reason I was grabbing my sketchbook that morning was because I was designing a mural of my own.
You were designing a mural?
I never had opportunities like the one Elaine has at my old school. I was hoping that sometime in the future I would be able to create a school mural, too.
And you were afraid. You thought that if someone found the paint, they'd think you sabotaged Elaine's mural, so you could make your own.
I'm new here. The only friends I've really made so far are you and Elaine. I was scared that I'd lose you both if you thought I destroyed the mural.
I get it. 2 years ago was my first year at Autumn. Making friends is hard, but losing them can be easy if you're not careful. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I should have told you the truth sooner.
Let's just agree that we both messed up.
We did mess up, didn't we? The athletic ceremony's in a couple of hours, and we still don't know who destroyed the mural. We let Jeremy down.
Everyone had an alibi. I checked the security footage. Everyone was exactly where they said they were.
There has to be something we're missing.
I checked everything. There couldn't possibly... Wait, that's weird. Look at this picture.
Huh. Is that... I would have never guessed those two are friends.
I wouldn't either. Wait. No, it couldn't. But it just might. That would explain. How did I not see this before? It all makes sense now.
Ben, you're rambling. What is it?
I know who destroyed the mural.
Autumn Academy. I am honored to be hosting this ceremony honoring our amazing track and field team as they head off to nationals this weekend. Before we begin the festivities, I would like for the captain of the track and field team, Denver Adams, to share a few words.
There's been a mistake.
What do you think you're doing, Bartlett?
Charlotte said that the team captain would have a few words. Problem is, that's not you, Denver. It's Jeremy Pitt.
We've covered this already, Benjamin. Jeremy vandalized the mural and was kicked off the team for it. It's his own fault.
Jeremy is innocent, and Ben and I can prove it. You see, the reason it's been so hard to say who destroyed the mural was because the cameras in the south hallway were down at the time of the vandalism.
But the south hallway wasn't the only part of the building that was without video surveillance at the time.
In fact, there are 3 other places in the school that never have video surveillance: the bathrooms, the classrooms, and the auditorium.
The reason the culprit was never seen walking to or from the crime scene was because he entered and exited the south hallway through the auditorium.
But I was the first one here. It's my job to make sure that all the doors to the auditorium are locked. No one could have gotten in.
Not from the hallways, maybe, but the auditorium doors are only locked from the outside. If someone was already in the auditorium, though,
No one could have hidden here overnight, so how did someone get in without using the hallway doors?
Last time I checked, the control room has 2 entrances. One connects to the east hallway, and the other one connects here.
The control room's hallway entrance is monitored, but like we said before, the auditorium has no cameras. The culprit could have easily gotten here from the control room without ever being seen on tape.
So who is in the control room the morning my mural got destroyed? Rex and Dex Simmons. Are you saying the Simmons twins did this?
Nope, just one of them. Dex.
You have some nerve of accusing me of something like this, Ben. Benjamin Bartlett doesn't know what he's talking about.
Save it, Dex.
Dex is right. He was with me the whole time. We were getting the media ready for the ceremony together.
Yesterday you told Ben and I that you guys were checking on sound that day.
Yeah, so?
Isn't the soundboard located at the back of the auditorium?
Yeah.
At any point did Dex leave to go check on the soundboard?
Yes.
So technically he wasn't with you the entire time.
Right.
The back doors are awfully close to the soundboard and lead straight to the south hallway.
Doesn't look like Dex is in a talking mood, so I'll take it from here. A few minutes before the cameras were about to turn back on, Dex told Rex he was leaving to do a sound check, but not before secretly grabbing Mr. Barber's keys. However, instead of checking on the soundboard, Dex left the auditorium through the back doors. He then used the stolen key to unlock the art room and steal the paints. We can all guess what he did after that.
Okay, but if Dex really did do it, then why was the paint found in Jeremy's bag?
I think Neil can explain that better than we can. Neil, what's the rule about unattended items?
Rule 5 in Section 4.3 of the Hall Monitor's Handbook. Any item left unattended in the hallways before 8 a.m. will immediately be brought to the lost and found.
Jeremy and Denver get their stuff moved to the lost and found all the time. I'm new here, and I've heard Denver complain about it several times. So I'm sure Dex has heard about it too. Dex knew Neil would bring Jeremy's backpack to the lost and found, making it simple for him to stash the paint in Jeremy's bag.
Don't forget, Ben. We both saw Lydia on the security footage. She was there that morning and she didn't sign in. That's pretty suspicious if you ask me.
It's true. I was at the school that morning, but I didn't know I had to sign in. I was grabbing my sketchbook from the art room.
Little known fact though, there are 2 colors of paint used to deface the mural. However, Dex didn't anticipate that he wouldn't be able to fit both bottles in Jeremy's backpack. Seeing that he only had a couple minutes before the cameras turned back on, and he wasn't sure if Neil would head back down the hallway and catch him in the act, he panicked and stashed the remaining paint bottle in another backpack, Lydia's backpack, that she left outside the door. Then he used Mr. Barber's key to lock the art room door and get back into the auditorium like he never left. Then he went back to the control room and secretly returned Mr. Barber's key. And no one ever noticed.
I should have come forward about the paint earlier, but I was scared it would look like I destroyed the mural. All this still doesn't explain how Dex knew the exact times the cameras would be down.
Once again, Neil can help us find that answer. A week before the vandalism, Neil was tasked with carrying security camera details to the school office, but he dropped them and accidentally read the maintenance times. Neil, how many envelopes were you holding that day?
2.
And would I be correct if I said that you dropped them in front of the computer lab?
Yeah, how did you know?
2 copies of the maintenance details and countless papers spilled across the floor. The only way Dex could have known was if one of the papers slid under the computer lab door and he happened to read the maintenance times. After which, he could have slid the paper back under the door and Neil would have cleaned it up without ever being the wiser. Dex used this as an opportunity to destroy Jeremy's reputation.
The only thing Jeremy did wrong was leave his backpack lying around. He didn't destroy the mural. Dex Simmons framed him. But why would he do it?
That was probably the hardest thing for me to put together, but it all fell into place after Lydia and I were looking through old yearbook photos together. Lydia and I are still fairly new to this school, but some of you who have been here long enough may remember that Dex Simmons and Denver Adams used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. We don't even talk anymore.
And if Dex was mad at Denver, then why frame Jeremy?
Because Dex wasn't mad at Denver. He was mad at the person that got Denver interested in track. They drove their friendship apart.
Jeremy took a friend away from Dex. So Dex tried to take track away from Jeremy.
Dex, did you really do this? It wasn't fair. Jeremy had everything, and it wasn't enough for him. He needed to know how it felt to have his friends turn against him.
Wait, one more thing. How did Dex know I would tell the teachers that Jeremy was behind this?
Oh, please, you were just waiting for an excuse to get Jeremy in trouble. You're clearly intimidated by him.
Dex Simmons, by the power vested in me by the Autumn Academy Hall Monitors Association, I hereby escort you to justice. The principal. I'm taking you to the principal.
And if Dex confessed, then Jeremy's back on the team.
Good afternoon, Autumn Academy. I am standing here live in the South Hallway, awaiting the unveiling of the school's newest mural. This comes after the destruction of Elaine Samuel's previous mural in October, originally thought to be vandalized by track team captain Jeremy Pitt. Jeremy's reputation was restored during a spectacle at the athletics ceremony last month, thanks to Autumn's local detective, Benjamin Bartlett.
Students of Autumn Academy, before I unveil our newest mural created by Elaine Samuels and Lydia Moore, I would like to pass the floor over to our track and field team captain, who placed second in the 200-meter dash at Nationals. Please give it up for Jeremy Pitt.
As most of you all know, this last month hasn't been easy for me. But without it, I wouldn't have learned something very important. Something I think we can all learn. to love your friends and your enemies. We need to change the way we treat one another. We need to stop picking on people because our strengths are their weaknesses. We need to be genuine in the way we treat others. We need to stop thinking our position of authority gives us the right to treat others wrongly. Until we learn to do these things, nothing will get better. We need to see ourselves in others. Ben did that for me, despite how I used to treat him. He stood by me when no one else would, and he helped me when I didn't deserve it. He even stayed loyal to his friend when the evidence was stacked against her. That's something I wish my friends had done for me. Ben and Lydia are selfless and great detectives. I can't thank them enough for what they've done for me. If you need an example of a good friend, look no further than Benjamin Bartlett.
On behalf of the Student Council, I am pleased to unveil Autumn Academy's newest mural, Love Your Neighbor.
All right, Mr. Simmons, that's enough for today. Remember, you're here again with Mrs. Smith tomorrow morning.